Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are going to see a new design and learn some more features of the uh, Catia. So let's start with the mechanical part design. Hit OK over here. Select the point for the projection point. Hit OK. Select the XY plane. Go for the projection. Select the projection point. Point 1. Swap reverse vertical such that the orientation could be as we need. Now what we have to do, first thing we have to design this circular part, then rectangular part, and then we have to merge this. So for that I have created earlier a design. Let me give it a reference from here. It will help in the measurements that we have taken earlier. So for that, let's go select the circle. It will reduce our measurement time. Let's give it a dimension of 55 radius that we have taken over here. Now what we have to do, we have to design this rectangular part. So for that we are going to select the center rectangle, and let's create a rectangle over here. Now what we have to do, we have to define this too. So for that, let's give it a dimension of 126. Okay, and for the height, actually we don't need to take like this. We have to delete this one and take the reference like this face to this face. It's 126, and from top to bottom face it's 90. Yeah, okay. Now what we have to do, we have to give it a distance from this to this, that is 183. So let's give it from this point to this point, it's 183. 183. Yeah, that's cool. Now what we have to do, we have to make these 4 fillets. So let's go select the fillet tool, select this. Again we are going to select this and this, this and this and this. Let's define those with 10 mm, 10 mm. We've taken 10, no? Yes, no, we have taken it as 18, I think so. Let me check on the design what's it given. It's R18, so we have made a mistake. It's 18, 18, 18 again, and this one will be also 18. Now what we have to do, we have to design this R36 part. So let's check this one. Yeah, now what we have to do, we have to select a circle, draw a circle anywhere without making any reference, and let's give it a radius of, it's 36, I think so. Yeah, it's R36. Now what we have to do, we have to give this to be tangential. So click on this, press Ctrl, click on this, go for the constraint tool and give it a tangency. Okay, and now what we have to do, we have to merge this line to this line. Okay, so let's bring this like this one. Yeah, and let's go with the cutout tool over here. If we select this line and go like this, and this line and go like this, it's done. But I think it is not like what we need. Let me zoom over here. Looking quite good. Actually, let's undo this. Again, we are going to give it tangency. Okay, and now what we will do, we will bring like this. We have to cut out the circular part now. So let's go select this and this, and again what we have to do, we have to bring like this, and let's select the cut tool, go over here, okay. Let us see first. Yeah, it's done. Now what we have to do, we have to simply mirror this. So let's mirror this part. Yeah, again what we will be doing, we are going to cut out the excessive, not like that. Select the cut tool, select this face and this, select the cut tool, select this face and this. So basically this point, for this line we can do one thing, is we can make it the construction line. As we can see, it's now defined. Now what we can do, we can select this, let's define this one. So we have got so far for this. Let's go and define like the, yeah, now it's looking great. Now what we have to do, we have to make a radius over here. So let's go fillet this point, five radius. Yeah, similar to this side. Select this point, make it 5. Yeah, now it's looking as great. Let's check the ISO constraints. Yeah, it's ISO constraint. So now what we can do, we can exit the drawing. Let's exit from here. We are going to select the part body from here as the reference and insert a body. Sorry, Alt Enter to rename this and go for the feature properties. Let's name it as base body. Okay, and let's rename this as base properties, base. Okay, now select this base body and go for the padding, select the sketch 1, and for the padding we need to pad it to 5 mm. Exit profile. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to, let's close this, and we have to now design these push outs that we have created over here. So for that, what we are going to do, go and insert a geometrical set, give it a name construction. Part 1 will be the parent of this, and actually we have created it somewhere else. We have to design it over base and now insert the geometrical set construction. Okay, now it's over here. Now what we are going to do, we are going to base change the geometrical set the father to be construction, so it's now inside the construction. Now what we are going to do, insert another geometrical set, its father will be the construction. Let's give it a name of bush, and hit OK. So here is the bush. Let's expand the base so that we could select the point 1. Now what we have to do, we have to insert a geometrical set, sorry, not geometrical set, we have to go and design the bush over here. Go with the sketch, select the plane, select the projection point from the point 1, swap and reverse vertical such that the orientation will be similar. Now what we have to do, we have to design a circle over here. So what we can do, we can curve this face over here and make it a construction line such that we could get a reference from this. Now what we are going to do, we are going to draw a circle over here, and now again we have to draw a circle over here like this one without creating any reference, and a similar circle over here. We don't need this, so escape first, select this, delete. Okay, now we have to define these. So for that, select this one, let's give it a diameter of 10, sorry, radius of 10, radius of 10, radius of 10, and similarly this one will be radius of 10. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to mark a reference line at the center of here. So for that, what we are going to do, we are going to make a line like this and make it a construction line, and this we have to define. So let's define this first. From the center point and this one from the center point. Actually we don't need this line in further operations, but we need over here too, so we are creating this. So now what we have to do, we have to mark it, place it at the center such that we could mirror this part. So for that, what we can do, we can select the second drawing that we have created, that is 64 mm from there. So let's take the 64 mm from the center, select this, and give it a dimension of 64. Okay, now what we can do, we can mirror over this, and we have to define these points too. So for that, we can take another reference from there, it's 30 and 120. Yeah, so let's define this, select this point, select this, mark it at 30, and select this line and select this point, mark it at 120. Yeah, now we can mirror these. So for the mirroring, we are going to select this, and select this as a reference as the mirror, and again we are going to mirror this, control and click, not like that, we can again select this So the bush outer circle is ready now. Now what we can do, we can exit the designing part, or let's check the first ISO constraint. Is it ISO constraint or not? It's ISO constraint. So now exit, create, let's go and insert a part body inside the part body, and let's name it as bush body. Okay, now let's pad this, select the sketch tool as a reference, 5 mm is there, it's ready now. Now what we can do, we can go and insert this as a part body, as add, not in the bush body, we are going to add it into the part body. So let's add this base body and then part bush body. It's now a single part. Now what we have to do, we have to design the upper these three faces, actually bodies. So for that, what we can do, we can go and create another construction geometry, and it will be the construction. Let's go with the circular wall, first thing first, and let's create a sketch over here by selecting the projection point to be 0.1 and changing the orientation like this. Okay, now the circle is, I think it is given 90, the diameter of that. So let's give it a dimension of 90, and let's define this as dia 90. And now what we have to do, we have to simply extrude this feature. So let's go and exit the sketch, and now we have to define a body. So give it a body, and let's rename this by going into the properties of this and name it as circular wall body. Okay, apply. Okay, select this, go for padding, select the sketch 3, and let's see the height of that. It is 47 mm apart, I mean the height, and 5 mm is the base. So it will be 47 plus 5, and we are going to extend it on another side to 47 plus 5, and let's go with the more. On the other side we are going with the 5 mm. Let's preview, or let's give it a 10 mm so that we could see it easily. Okay, so it is now meant. Now for the rectangular part, we are going to insert geometrical set, not over here, we are going with the construction, insert geometrical set, change it to construction, rectangular wall. Okay, go with the sketch tool, select the plane, select the projection point, swap it vertical to be up. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to design this rectangular part. So for that, what we are going to do, we are going to select the center rectangle. Yeah, we can go with the center rectangle, keep it in the center, and let's draw a rectangle like this. And now what we can do, we can define this, like this to with this is, it's given, I think so. I think so it is given, but where is it? I think yeah, it's 10 mm hour, so total is 90, so it will be 70. Let's hit 70. And for this to this, we are going to select again this one. It's 106, I think so. Yeah, it's 106. That means that point is 106 by 2 mm apart, but we have to define it like this one. So from this to this is given already, so let's give it like this one. It's 67. Yeah, great. We are not going to fillet this now, we will be filleting it afterwards when our design is completed. So this is now ready. Now what we have to do, we have to pad this. So for that, anything else left here? No. So let's exit this and let's go with the part body, insert another body over here. Let's rename this. What we are going to rename this, we are going to rename it as rectangular wall body. Okay, and we are going to pad this like this, and the height is, I think 65 mm is the total height, plus 570 mm. So let's give it 70 mm to the top, and for another dimension we are going with the 10 mm again. Let's preview it. Okay, so our now the third part is the center connecting, that is support part. So let's go with the support tool. I mean, not support tool, we are going with to design another insert a construction geometry, another, oh, sorry, what I'm saying, let's give it a name as support wall. Okay, and let's design this. Go with the projection sketch, select the sketch to with this one, projection point to be 0.1, and reverse V and swap. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to select a circle from here. Let's give it like this, and let's define it like this. It is 90 mm, I think so. Yeah, and then for another this rectangle, we are going to select another rectangle over here and define this. Actually we don't need the rectangle, we just need a line, simple line. So let's draw a line over here and give it a difference from this point to be 67. Now what we have to do, we have to draw a center rectangle over here. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to define this. So it's the dimension is 46 from this face to this face, it is 46. Yeah, and from this to this we don't need, so let's leave it. Yeah, it will be already defined. So this is from this. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to cut out. So cut out, what we have to cut out, select this, select this, select this and this, select this and this, select this and this. So our part is ready, but we have two different. So what we can do, we can first let's delete this and this one too. We don't not need those, and we have to define this one too, so that the design will be constrained. If we ISO check the ISO constraint, it's ISO constraint. So now what we have to do, we have to pad this. So for that, what we have to do, we have to exit the drawing first, insert, not over here, we have to insert it into the part body, and let's rename this as support wall body, support wall body. Okay, and pad this to how much is 22 plus 5, I think, sorry, 29 mm is the height. So 29 plus 5 will be the total height of the this one. So let's give it a 29 plus 5, and we are going to give it another side too. So for that we are going to with the 10 mm. Let's preview. So it is almost ready. Now what we have to do, we have to perform Boolean operations over here. So first thing, we have to update all. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to give a Boolean operation from this to this. So for that, what we are going to do, keep the support wall body selected and go with the rectangular and give it a union trim. Now what we have to do, we have to face to keep, not that, face to remove. If we select this one, let's preview this, and let's delete this first. We have to remove this face, preview this, and we have to select face to keep like this one, and then preview this. If we hit OK, the inside part is removed. Yeah, if we can see into it. Yeah, now what we have to do, again we have to union trim these parts. So for that, we are going to the union trim again and select the face to remove. Let's preview this. We have to not to remove this one, we have to remove the this face. So select the remove tool, preview, face to keep, select this face, hit OK. Now if we see over here, the inside wall is cut out, but the outside wall is still there. So now what we have to do, we have to insert into, we have to merge these two body. Okay, but for that, what we can do is we can remove the faces. So let's go and select the part body as the primary and select union trim, and what we have to do, we have to select face to remove to be this, hit preview, it's removed. Okay, I think so. Yeah, and what we have to do, another thing is we have to keep a face to with this one, preview. Okay, so now what we can do, we can perform a cell operation over this. So for that, keep the part body selected, go with the cell tool and select this face, give it a dimension of 5 mm. Let's hit OK. So our cell is ready now, as we can see over here. Yeah, and the uh, wall thickness of we can get over here, where I think somewhere it was given as 5 mm. Yeah, here we can see that there are 5 mm and the whole body is equally celled, so it's 5 mm. So our almost thing is ready. Now what we have to do, we have to create some holes like this one, this one, this one. So for that, update all. If we close these because we don't need these now, and if we expand these, we don't need these ones too for now. We have to create holes on the circle. So hole 1 or the circle hole, we can go with this. So let's go with the inserting a construction geometry. Select the construction and let's give it the circle hole, circular, or we can go with hole 1. Okay, and let's go with the sketch. Let's go select the projection point to be point 1, swipe it, reverse it, hit OK. Now what we have to do, we have to make the circle. So the circle diameter is 40 mm, first one, and we have to perform there are two different diameter over here. So let's go and select a circle. First circle will be I think 40 mm diameter, so give it a diameter of 40 mm, and the second circle is 21. The first thing we are going to do is make the circle 21 one. So let's go select the circle again, give it a diameter of 21, and what we are going to do, let's exit here and make it a body. So go for the part body, insert a body again, and just let's name it as hole 1. Body. Yeah, let's pad this, select the sketch one, and let's count over here. So the height of the hole is total 15 plus 47 plus 5, that is 20 plus 47, 67. Okay, so let's give it a dimension of 67 mm. Let's preview this. If we see over like this, and now what we have to do, we have to minus these areas such that the whole height of the second limit will be, so for that, that is 47 minus 10, I think so. Yeah, it's I think 10, because the height is 25 total in total, and the 47 minus 10 is 37 plus 5, 37 plus 5, 42, minus 42. Let's preview this. Yeah, it's okay. Let's hit OK and see, is it? Yeah, it's ready. Now what we have to do, we have to create another hole of 25 mm diameter. So let's insert geometrical set, into the construction hole 2, or we can go and create another sketch over here too. So why should we take another construction? Let's create another in the same construction geometry. One, swap it, reverse it. Okay. Not like that. Change. We have to put it into the whole one, no? Yeah. Projection sketch to be this one. Implicit projection point to be point 1. Swap it, reverse it. Okay. Now what we have to do? We have to design another. Let's keep it 25 and another to be 21. Yeah. Let's define this 25 and another one will be 21. Yeah. Now what we have to do? Exit this. All is ready, but this time we have to create another body. For that we are going to select the part body as the body, set parent, and go with the create a body. Let's rename it as whole to body. Okay. And we can also rename this one to be 7 because we are going with the okay. And now what we can do, we can project it. So pad it. Let's go with the pad tool. Select the sketch 7 to be padding, and what we have to keep, 25 is total minus 10, that is 15 mm. That is 67 minus 15, 52, or let's give it 67 minus 15, preview it. Okay, sorry. And for there we are going with, last time we have gone with minus 20, no, not 20, that was minus 20, 47 plus 5, 52 minus 20, I think so. 2 minus 10, 52 minus 10, that is 42. Let's preview this. Hit OK. Hole 1, hole 2. Yeah, yeah, that's okay. Now what we have to do, we have to keep the whole, I think so, hole 1 selected, and let's trim this union trim, or we can just remove that part. Insert, remove. Yeah, almost ready. And now what we have to do, we have to select the part body to be parent, and let's union trim this. And to remove the face, we have to select this one. Let's hit preview, hit OK. And if we see over here, our design is as this one. Okay, so it's ready now. Yeah, so hole one, I mean the circular hole is ready. Now we have to design these two holes. So for that we are going with to insert a construction geometry in the construction parent. There is the construction, here is the construction. Let's name it hole 2 or hole 2, or we can go with the rectangular hole since we have. Okay, let's name it as like that, and go with the projection, select the face. For the projection point we are going to select the point 1, swap it, reverse it, hit OK. Now what we have to do, we have to design this and this hole. So for that, first thing we are going with this hole. So let's go and select the hole, I mean the circle, define it here, another circle with the same center, define it here. Let's what is the diameter, it's 30 for the outer and the 20 for the inner. Yeah, and the distance of here to here is 67 plus 29. So let's give it a distance from here to here. It's 67 plus 29. Yeah, and the center is I think 6. Yeah, so from this to this is 6. Okay, let's exit and let's insert a part body, rename it RECT, rectangular hole 1 body. Apply OK. Pad it. Here is a catch now. What is the total height of this? So the total height will be 65 plus 5, that is 70, 70 and 30, that is 100. So give it 100 dimension, and for subtracting this what we can do is 10 is the difference from here to here, and the height is 70. 70 minus 10, that is minus 60 over here. Let's preview this. Okay, yeah, that's okay. And for the second hole we can go with the rectangular hole. Where is the rectangular hole? Yeah, and let's project another sketch over here. Select the projection plane to be this one, projection point to be point 1, and swap it, reverse it, hit OK. Another circle we have to take. Let's make it like this, same with like this. Now let's define this. The outer diameter is 30 again, and the inner diameter is 18. And now what we have to do, we have to exit the sorry, we have to define this. So let's define this as from this point to this point is 67 plus 29 plus 45, and from this point to this point is 12. Yeah, exit the sketch. Let's go and insert a part body again. That will be RECT rectangular 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 hole hole 2 rectangular hole 2 body rectangular hole 2 body, and apply this. Okay, and now what we are going to do, we are going to pad this. So for padding select this one, and the total height will be, I think, the 15 mm over that means 17 plus 15, that is 85 at preview. And for the mine subtracting part, that is, I think it is 10 mm. 75 is this total height, and it was 85, that means the 10 mm, so minus 10 hit OK. It's ready now. Now what we have to do, we have to remove the I think let's go and insert it directly. First thing, we are going to with the whole one, union trim, not like that. We have to select the part body as the father, then we have to select the union trim and select the face to remove to with this one. Hit OK. It's ready. Again we are going to union trim, select the body to be removed, this one, hit OK, and it is ready now. Now the last thing that we have left is the holes of the bushes that we do not have created yet. So for that, what we are going to do, we are going to insert a geometrical set, and let's name it as bush holes or bush hole, and let's go with the sketch. Select the projection plane, select the projection point, hit swap it, reverse it, hit OK. Okay, now what we can do, we can either we can select this face as the reference, or we can select, or we can go like, let's select the part body as the reference. We can do that. Let's make it a reference, and let's make it the construction point, and let's go select the circle, and let's define this will not be the construction. Select this, remove it from the construction geometry, again select the circle, let's hit shift and another one from over here, yeah, and let's give it the dimension. It will be uh, its diameter is 10, so let's give it 10. Let's give it 10 again. Let's give it 10. As usual, we are going to mirror this, so for that we are going to select a line. What will be its vertical? Let's select this, make it a construction line. Let's define this from here to here, and again from here to here. And what will be the distance from this to this, as we have seen in the previous one, that is 64. So let's give it a distance from this to be 64. Now we can mirror these. So let's mirror, select this one, select this one, select this one, this one, this one, this one. It's now ready. ISO constraint is okay. Let's exit the sketch and let's insert a part body that will be named as bush whole body. Pad these 100, sorry 50. Let's go with 50. Mirror the extent and the hit OK. If we see over here, it is padded. Now what we can do, we have to select the part body as the father, and let's remove this. So hole is created now. Now the last things, some of the things that are left are, that is the fillet parts. So let's fillet these edges. What we have to do, we have to select the fillet tool, select this face, select this face, select this face, and give it a fillet of, I think it's 10. Yes, it is 10 hit OK, and it's ready now. And for these, what we have to do, we have to select the face fillet. Okay, 10 as usual. Select the face to be filleted. Select this face, select this face, preview, hit OK. Now what we have to do, again select this face, select this face, preview, hit OK. Again select this face, select this face, preview, hit OK. I think the last one is left is this one. So select this face, select this face, preview, hit OK. It's now ready. So let's see it in the, and hide the excessive plane that are over here and the point over here. Let's see the geometry. So our part is ready now. If we see over here, sorry, not this, it's same, I think so. Yeah, and for the lines we are going to see in this surface finish. So the part is ready now. So I think that's all for today, guys. Thank you, and we will see you in next video. Bye bye.